Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make very tasty egusi soup that you, your friends and family would absolutely love. So if today's your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. As a beginner, if you watch this video, you'll be able to cook perfect egusi. And if you're already a pro, I promise you that you'll learn one or two things from it. So let's get started. Now into my meat, I added some onion, salt, seasoning cube, and I added yellow and red pepper just to make the meat spicy. I'll mix this thoroughly to combine. Guys, you can use any kind of meat you want: turkey, goat meat, chicken. In the pot here, I have a combination of beef and goat meat. Now allow that to just steam for about 20 minutes, and I added my stockfish, pomo, and some water into it. You cover this and allow it to continue to cook until the meat is ready. And once the meat was cooked, I set this aside. Then we're going to go ahead and make our pepper mix. Now for my pepper mix, I have onion, I have tatashe. If you don't have tatashe, you can use bell pepper. I have this yellow pepper here. It adds a lovely aroma to my soup, and my yellow pepper along with a few tomato. I pour that into my blender jug with some water, and then I proceeded to blend that. Now in a pan, I added some palm oil into it. Then I added onion and locust beans into it, and I'll fry that for a couple of minutes. Guys, I love locust beans in my soup. It adds a very lovely umami taste and flavor to the soup. I proceeded to add extra because of how much I love locust beans. If you don't have locust beans, you can totally skip that out. Now I fried this for a couple of minutes and I added my pepper mix into it. Now if you want, you can season your pepper mix with some salt and seasoning cube. My locust beans already have salt in it, so I will just fry this for a couple of minutes until it is nicely fried, looking just like this. Now once you've gotten to this stage, the next step is for you to just prepare your egusi. In your blended egusi, you're going to add some water. If you like, you can add some water. You can add blended onion as your liquid for it. But if you're a beginner, add your water bit by bit so you'd have a thick egusi consistency. You don't want it watery. If you have meat stock, like I said, you can add meat stock. It's definitely going to add extra flavor into it. But if you don't, you can just stick to using your water to mix it. Warm water, cold water, but warm water actually works best. It will help you just melt it easily. Now once you're done mixing your egusi, you're going to go ahead and scoop this into your pepper mix that you're frying in your pot. You're going to scoop this bit by bit until you're done scooping it, and then you cover this and allow it to just fry. Make sure you're doing this on very low heat so that it does not burn. Now after a couple of minutes, for about 5 to 7 minutes, you're going to use a spoon to just break this apart if you don't want your egusi to be lumpy. But if you're someone who likes lumpy egusi, of course, you can just leave this and allow it to just fry. After breaking it apart, I added some meat stock into it to just help it to cook. I'll cover this and allow it to just keep cooking for about 7 to 10 minutes on low to medium heat. And after 10 minutes, I added my meat and the meat stock into it. I went in with my dry catfish. You can use any kind of dry fish you have. While I was pouring it, I realized that the pot was too small, so I transferred it into a much bigger pot. Then I added more water because I had run out of stock. Then I continued to just stir it to combine, and now I'll cover this and allow this to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes on medium to low heat. After about 20-25 minutes, I stirred it nicely, and I'll just give this a taste. If I need to add seasoning, I will do that right now. I tasted it and realized I needed some seasoning, so I added salt, seasoning cube, pepper soup spice, very lovely pepper soup spice. It adds a very lovely aroma and taste to it with some crayfish powder. Now just stir this, make sure that it's nicely combined again. Now I'll cover this and allow it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes on low to medium heat. And while that is cooking, let's go ahead and prepare our vegetables. And in my hand here, I have uziza leaf. I love the smell and aroma of uziza leaf. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And I have ugu leaf, also known as pumpkin leaf. A lot of people would actually just use pumpkin leaf, but I love the extra aroma that the other leaves add to my egusi soup. And also I have scent leaf here. I got this from the garden beside my house because I grow this at home. Now you go ahead and wash that and you pour it into your egusi. If you're in a place where you can't find any of this leaf, you can use kale and you can also use spinach. Then you just add a leaf of choice into your egusi. You stir it nicely to combine. Then you allow this to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. In fact, the residual heat in your egusi soup would actually cook this leaf. So you can turn off the heat just like I've done here now. You just stir it nicely to combine and you serve it with any swallow or fufu of choice and you have your very delicious egusi soup. So make sure you give this recipe a try and let me know how it turns out. So thank you so much for watching. I would see you in another video very soon. If you have comments, you can leave it down below and I'll get to it. Bye.